going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I'm currently not at home right now, you could probably tell. I'm currently in Toronto. I'm here for the Toronto Pro Show, and I really wanted to sit down and film this video for you guys. I'm just gonna jump straight to the point, and if you could do me a huge favor, please just watch to the end and hear me out. So since my conversation that I had with Dr. Rinaldi, we talked about a lot of really cool and interesting things, and a lot of it actually didn't make the final cut of my amenorrhea video, which I highly recommend checking out if you haven't checked it out already. But when we had that chat, we talked about a concept that she refers to as going all in. It's something that she recommends to all of her female clients that are currently undergoing HA and want to get their period back and want to get their health back. So in that conversation, we also discussed the concept of reverse dieting, which you guys know I was doing at the time of that conversation, and how she wasn't a big fan of reverse dieting, which kind of convinced me more of this concept of going all in, and kind of convinced me even more that reverse dieting really wasn't right for me. I did gain back the 5 to 6 pounds that I did lose in my mini cut through a reverse diet, but it didn't, in my opinion, work for me, which is why I never made a video on it to share my experience with you guys, because although I never lost my period through the mini cut, I was still experiencing, even through reverse dieting, a lot of the symptoms that would characterize being either in a caloric deficit or having HA. I was experiencing things like being really cold all the time. I was tired. I feel like my strength took a really big hit, and most inconveniently, I was ravenously hungry. So basically what I'm here to tell you in this video is that I am going all in. What this basically means is that I'm going to be eating a minimum of 2,500 calories a day every single day, but this is just the minimum. I'm actually not going to be placing any kind of maximum for myself. So at a minimum every day, I'm going to be eating 2,500 calories, but I'm going to eat as much as I want with no cap. And because of the extreme hunger I was experiencing after the mini cut and through the reverse diet, I truly and wholeheartedly want to just try this for myself. I want to wake up and eat at every single meal, and I want to eat to the point that I actually feel satiated until I'm completely full, regardless of how many calories it actually takes. So as you guys know, you guys watch my cheat days, you guys know I can put down some food. On a regular basis, like on a normal day of eating, ever since I was a kid, I've always had a really big appetite. A lot of you guys ask me this, and I've been able to eat a lot since I was really young. I've just had to get used to stopping at 50 to 60% fullness because of my, bottomless pit stomach. That's just what I've had to do to maintain a lower weight. However, I've gotten to the point where it's getting harder than ever to do this, to stop, because I'm so hungry all the time, and it's quite frankly pretty exhausting and seemingly unsustainable. And genetically, I do think that I just have a really high or large capacity. I think a lot of this is due to genetics, and I think from dieting, I think my hunger has gotten worse. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to fix it, and I'm going to be going all in an attempt to fix it. I'm not sure if it will, but I think we're gonna find out. I wanna see if it helps me from feeling tired all the time. I wanna see if it helps me build strength back up and build muscle. And I wanna see if it'll correct my extreme hunger. And I also think that it's gonna help increase my metabolism. And I wanna do this now because if I can implement this in my life now, maybe I can get away with eating higher calories if I build my metabolism back up. So I'm going to shamelessly tell you that I have actually been all in this whole past week. I've just spent the last 7 days eating till full satiety, and I can tell you this, in the last week, yes, your girl has gained about 10 pounds, which is okay with me because I was expecting it, but yes, I did put on about 10 pounds doing this. So this past week, I did have rules. I didn't just go crazy. About 75 to 80% of the foods that I was eating was whole, nutrient-dense foods, with only 25% of other things, because you guys know I like to practice balance. Since I've been in Toronto, I have been enjoying some more fun foods too, which I like to do when I travel. However, even though I was eating most mostly whole foods, I was still able to put down about 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day easily. Okay, so you guys just gotta hear me out, because I think if I continue to do this, some basic physiology will eventually start to kick in. Due to the higher food intake, I believe that my metabolism is going to adapt and it's going to increase to account for all of the extra food that I'm eating. And I also believe that if I continue to do this, it's not going to take me 4,000 to 5,000 calories every single day to feel full. I think that my body right now wants to increase my weight because I'm a little bit below my set point. So I think that eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories will only be temporary, and that it will start to decrease the amount of calories I need to feel satiated. And even though I think it's going to take me less calories to start feeling satiated, I do think that I am going to gain even more weight. I know I've gained 10 pounds, but I think I'm going to continue to gain even more. I'm not exactly sure how much, but it will eventually stop, I think, to a point. Like, I don't think I'm going to continue gaining weight forever. I think I will cap out at a certain weight, and I think this is because I do live like an active, healthy lifestyle, so I want to be able to eat as many calories as I need to feel full, but eventually plateau at a certain weight and continue living a healthy lifestyle and eventually lose some of that weight naturally. You might think this is a bit crazy, and you might be like, why the hell are you doing this? But I think the answer is pretty simple. I really want to feel better. I want to feel stronger. I don't want to be as food focused anymore. I really want to help get control over my appetite, and I want to increase my metabolism. So yes, I will gain weight, but that's where you guys come in. I don't know if this is going to be a surprise to you guys, but I'm going to be very honest and say being a fitness influencer and being in the fitness industry is extremely stressful, and it's hard to live up to the beauty standards of being in the fitness industry sometimes. It's a bit of a struggle, and I'm sure that you guys can understand that. But what I want to do with this series as I start to gain more and more weight is to show you that it's completely healthy and completely okay to be at a higher body fat percentage, and you're not any less perfect or any less beautiful. I want to start shifting my focus of like non-aesthetic related fitness goals. So I want to have new fitness goals that are unrelated to the way that I look, things like building up my strength, building muscle, and of course feeling better. So it would mean the absolute world to me, and it would mean everything to me if you guys could continue to support me through this weight gain and metabolism correction journey. I'm sure that you guys can understand that for me, it is going to be hard to just accept a bunch of weight gain. And I do fear, because I'm human, I fear that, as any influencer would, that you'll lose interest in following my journey if I don't have a six-pack anymore. But regardless of the way that I look, it's still gonna be me. It's still gonna be Stephanie. I'm still gonna put out valuable and informative information, still put out fun content for you guys, so I hope that you guys will stick with me. I know that on camera sometimes I make it seem like I have it all figured out, but that is so far from the truth, and that is why I wanted to just sit down and have this honest conversation with you guys. It's not easy to put out personal struggles that I have, especially physique related, on film and show it to the world. I really want to know if it's something that could help me, and I'm by no means saying that you have to do this whatsoever. It's just something that I want to try for me to see if it'll help me and my appetite and my metabolism. But if you do struggle with some of the things that I previously mentioned, maybe watching this can help you too. I do plan on bringing you guys along the journey with me. I plan on documenting the good days, the bad days. I plan on getting starting point blood work done so I can kind of see if there's any things that I need to be working on internally. I plan on documenting the food that I'm eating, how my strength is progressing in the gym, how my physique looks, as well as my hunger levels. I plan to document everything. Oh, and because I know that you guys are going to ask this question, yes, I still plan on having cheat days, because as I mentioned, the majority of my food right now is coming from whole foods. So yes to the occasional cheat days, because I'm sure I'm still gonna wanna do them. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you hearing me out, and I appreciate you watching till the end. I hope that you will continue supporting me, stick by me through this process, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you so much. Until next time.